Hi folks, how are you? Kyla here. I'm coming to you from my new home on the Gold Coast in Labrador. As you can probably see behind me, it's still empty. Look at that. Oh, there's my air mattress down there. I'm using my air mattress currently as a couch. I do have a bed I'm sleeping in one of the spare rooms. Anyway, I wanted to touch base because I just wanted to check in, say hi, how you going, let you know what I'm up to, what I've been up to just recently with the move. So I arrived here on Tuesday night and I left Tuesday morning. Interesting story that I wanted to record and tell you all about. So I was driving up to had decided to drive up to the Gold Coast because I need my car. And look, I know many people said to me, oh, just put it on a truck for $500. I'm like, yeah. But I love driving. It gives me an opportunity to listen to wonderful podcasts, gives me like a cocooned kind of time to myself. I equate driving and my love of driving to my love of flying on an aeroplane. It gives me the same kind of feeling, even though I live alone and I'm very independent and I often spend a lot of time alone. But when we're alone, we're doing things also like, I don't know, we're replying to emails, phone calls, having conversations with people. It's a different kind of being alone. That is, being on an aeroplane or, on a road trip or something. Anyway, so I had decided to drive up and I wasn't making any plans with my journey. I was just going to take off early and I was going to see how far I could drive before I got tired. I did have the intention of staying overnight somewhere. I thought I might have stayed around Nelson Bay, Port Stephens way. But I was just going to drive until I got tired. And you know what? I didn't get tired. It was freaking amazing. So the journey is, I think, around 1,800 kilometers. And would typically take anywhere between 18 to 20 hours driving. And so I left at 5:30 and I came off the night before I left, I only had 5 hours sleep because I was kind of excited. I just actually emptied my Essendon apartment. So the removalists had come the day before. And it was a really physical day. It was actually just me and the two removalists. And like getting all the stuff in the container probably took about 3 hours, I think, maybe 4. But it was like the tidy up. It was all the little things later on that were left over that I had to take down to storage, had to pack my car. And so I was staying at my sister's house that night and I had a plan to get there like earlier, but look, I never got there till like 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. And by the time I sort of relaxed, decompressed, it was midnight. And so I had 5 hours sleep. I woke up at 5, left at 5:30 and drove all the way through to Labrador and arrived in Labrador around 11:30 p.m. that evening. The drive was amazing. It did not even feel like 18 hours or 19 hours, whatever it was. And I had a playlist on my YouTube channel that I'd been saving tons of podcasts to, because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have like 18 hours of time driving to be able to listen to podcasts. I mean, that is just so exciting for me, because there's just so much great content that you can listen to, and such a variety too. And it turns out, like, I was probably, I don't know, I think I was about 3 hours away. I was just outside of Byron Bay, and I was thinking, I haven't even got a quarter of the way through my playlist for what I wanted to listen to. And I had to fill up just outside of Byron Bay, and I quickly looked at my YouTube history to see what I had watched over the previous like 15 hours. And I'd only watched like 5.5 hours worth of podcasts, which I was shocked. I knew it wasn't much, but I thought it was more than that, because I don't know where the time went, because I didn't listen to music. And I will tell you, I was trying this new technique. I watch a series on a streaming platform called Gaia, and the series is called Cosmic Disclosure, and it's just all about futuristic technologies, deep underground secret bases that reverse engineer alien technology, you know, people that have had contact with UFOs and contactees and that sort of thing. And look, it's very alternative, yes, but that is me. And anyway, in one of these episodes, the host, Emery, was talking about how he can manipulate time. So if he's doing a trip, he does a certain process or a certain technique, and he gets there faster, or I don't know if he meant literally faster or that it seems faster. He only spoke a couple of minutes about it to the guest that was on his show, and they did not elaborate any further on it, but it really tweaked my interest. Anyway, I went searching the internet to try and find this technique or information about this technique that manipulates time, because I was just really curious about it, and I couldn't find anything. Anyway, so when I meditate, I do try and tap into the quantum field, and I thought, oh, this trip up north from Melbourne to Queensland is going to be a great opportunity for me to try this quantum shift or manipulation of time. And so I was just going to give something a try, and I did. And I swear to God, I think it worked, because I honestly cannot believe I drove almost 20 hours with only a few stops, a few 15-minute stops. I didn't stop for more than 15 minutes. And I think I only stopped, look, I only had to fill up twice, because I've got a hybrid and it gives me 800 kilometers per tank, which is amazing. So it was really only the second half of the drive of the 8 hours that I had to stop a couple more times for toilet breaks and things like that. But what I did was, when the roads were very quiet and there were no other cars around, and the road was long so I could see a long way into the distance, I would visualize myself driving into the driveway of my new home, and I would feel all the feelings and the excitement and the love of being there. And I did that reoccurring visualization a few times, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 times at different stages through my drive. And then also while I was driving, I tried to stay in a state of presence, gratitude, love. I was also in awe of our beautiful countryside. I tell you, it was a beautiful drive. So much amazing greenery and hinterland. Oh, it was truly great. The roads, on the other hand, weren't that great, especially in and around Sydney, bypassing Sydney. They were terrible roads. But yeah, I tried to stay in this state of presence. So I wasn't thinking much. I was just kind of like, it's hard to really explain, but it was like I was in this gratitude love bubble. And it felt like, when I look back now at the experience, it felt like I was in this bubble that was on a gravitational pull to my new location. It's the best way I can describe it. It was really weird. Wonderfully weird. But I can't really tell you exactly how I did it, other than I was present. I was full of love and excitement and gratitude for my experience and my up-and-coming opportunity to be able to move and to live in this beautiful location with amazing coastal views as well as gorgeous hinterland views in an awesome climate. And even if it rains, it's never cold. So if it rains, you only have to take your umbrella. You don't have to put on a coat or a jumper or anything right now. It's just fabulous. So, yeah, that was my recent supernatural trip. It was a natural trip, really, compared to my previous plant meditation experience. But I tell you, I honestly don't know where the time went. It literally disappeared. It only felt like a maximum 8-hour drive. Again, only listened to podcasts for 5.5 hours. I don't know what I did with the other 12 hours. Or hang on, how long? No, 15 hours. A couple of stops here and there. It was amazing. I loved it. I actually can't wait to do it again. You know, on my next trip down to Melbourne, who knows, I might drive down rather than fly down if it's going to be that easy a trip. Let's just hope I can replicate the process. I'm sure I can. If I know I can, I can. Anyway, I'm here. Been here a few days. Loving it, even without furniture. My furniture arrives in 2 days' time, so excited about that. And yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to pop this experience in my channel history because I think it was very interesting. And I think you should try it. If any of you try it, please let me know. Send me a message in the comments. I'd be really interested. Or if any of you have any similar experience with the quantum field and manipulating time, I would really like to know about it. This folding time is quite an interesting concept. Okay, love to you all. Talk to you soon. And I'll see some of you soon. All right. Bye for now.